All right, good morning, everybody. Pretty crazy morning, if you ask me, but let's see what we can talk about here today, guys. And let's see what, let me load this down a little bit. Let's see if we can hold on to this Fibonacci level. This is a pretty darn big moment for Bitcoin for the next few hours, so I've been paying attention for this one. Again, we do have, before I really start this video, I'll tell you guys about this over and over again over the next few hours, though. At least on the daily candle, we have a chance of holding here. We really don't want to fall down below this Fibonacci level, though. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. There we are. And one last thing I need to do, guys. Let's see right here. There we go. And I will turn this one off for now. There we are. Okay. We should be good to go. And public. All right, perfect. Now I'm just going to do one thing here, guys, before we get started. Let's see if we can make this. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Hey, default name. Happy to see you guys. I feel bad because it's the morning time, and usually the stream is much more busier in the afternoon or the evening time, and most people are at work and they don't have the ability to check their crypto right now, which is so hopefully somebody gets a little notification saying why is crypto going down. They're gonna click on it. So excuse me, guys. I just woke up a little bit ago. I've been taking my dog out to his bathroom. There we go. Hey, Outlook Insider. Hey, Elvis. Hey, Cruise and Dread. Yeah, you do want some buyers coming into the market right now because we just dipped down below the Fibonacci just for a second, and you guys did see the buying that just took up here, that just went on here. Excuse me. Oh man, this is going to be well, let's talk about it. What happens if Bitcoin breaks down below this Fibonacci level? What is our next floor? What is our next level of support in case it does happen? See, we haven't been down here for a minute since what is this? October 27th. So it's been a minute since we've been down at this level. Let's hope we're going to be able to hold here. Let's hope. If we do not hold this level, we have a good chance of coming down to the next level, which is going to be around 54,000. Let's say 54,000 and then 54,200-ish. That's our next floor. You're going to see crypto come down, altcoins come down probably about, depending on the crypto, anywhere from 5 to 15% if we do end up falling down below this level. And we're already down about 5, and some are actually down 10. So maybe in some circumstances up to 25%. So do be aware of that, guys. It's looking pretty brutal at the moment. Let's see if we can hold. We've tapped on it so far. We're going to have to wait and see how this works out. But at the moment, we need some buyers to come in, or Bitcoin's going to come back down to at least 54,000. At least 54,000. Maybe even more here. There you go. All right. Now let me change this fib level up. There you go. We can adjust it, right? No. That's not the right spot. Go down to this bottom, I think it was. Is it really back here? Hold on. I want to make sure I have the exact Fibonacci level here. 4 hour. It is this lower bottom right here. This is the this is the 4-hour chart though. That's why. Okay. This is the daily, so we need to go to the 4-hour. There she is. All right. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. So scary fun times ahead. Let's see what happens next. Hey, good morning, Jay. Hey, Straw, the 1 second chart is bad for your health. Yeah, it is. That's why I always have this five minute going on as well. This is just really entertaining to watch. I love watching the 1 second charts. And plus, I pay a lot of money for the TradingView Premium plan just so I can look at the second charts when I'm bored. Hey, Dees, good morning, and good morning, Monica, as well. Let's see what's going on here. Make sure. So right now, guys, we're just barely holding on to support right now. And if we do end up falling down below this level, and not just falling down below this level, we have to close below the level as well. Then we have a good chance of heading back down to 54,000. We'll worry about if we break below that one at the time it happens. But for now, you know, let's wait that out. Hey, Ryan, I don't know if you remember looking into AFLOC for me. I do remember that. I took a chance at it and bought 3 puts, sold for 220. Hey, I'm grinding daily and improving from your advice. Thank you so much. Check out this dip I had this morning. Let me check it out for you. AFLOC, there we go. Take a quick peek at it. Oh, wow, this did have a nice drop this morning. Dude, congrats on making some good money off of that one. Oh, yeah, and breaking down below the 20. It might actually come down here to the 50 or not. So congrats, my man. That's good. I knew most of this. Well, actually, let me, before I say what I was going to say, let me actually check to see how the market's doing. Yeah, okay. But that's why I was telling you guys over the past few days, the market's been heavy. And then you see the market coming down a little bit here. Overall market doesn't look too good. Tesla's up a little bit, though. That's nice. Apple's up after its breakout. And NVIDIA is still booming. AMD's still doing okay. Intel's down, though. Oh, Cisco's down quite a bit. Wow. Must have been earnings. All right, whoosh. So one thing here, guys, let me actually go to Twitter, not TradingView. There we go. We can see what some of the whales have been doing in the last few minutes. Ethereum shorted, liquidated on Bitcoin. They're shorting Ethereum heavily. Bitcoin liquidated. These guys are really going after Ethereum, not so much Bitcoin. Let me take a quick peek here at Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum broke down below its Fibonacci line. If you guys would have remembered from last night, I told you guys a lot of these altcoins are breaking down way before Bitcoin was. And that might have been a sign that the altcoin market's going to drag Bitcoin down. I hope it's not the case. I hope Bitcoin can at least stay up and altcoins go down so Bitcoin can gain some dominance here. But at the moment, it looks like altcoins are going to bring Bitcoin down, which is a kind of a change of pace. There we go. Hey, good morning, Burning Daylight. Hey, Praised. Praised. And hey, Trader Dog, is Coinbase crashing? I do not know, but guys, I would make sure that you have whatever app you're using open just in case. Let me test it out for you. The one good thing about me being live is I can actually help you out in real time. My phone needs to be charged. I'll get my charger in a little bit. For me, it's not crashing. Personally, for me, it's not crashing. I still have access to it. But across America, across the the world, there are different server locations. So some server spots may be getting overloaded. Something you may want to do here is, I didn't put the W in there. Oh, I did, okay. Down detected. You can go straight to Coinbase, and you are seeing a little bit of more problems happen right now. but you've been seeing them okay at the throughout the night, so I don't think it's anything too crazy. App login website, no tweets as of recently here. 3 days ago since the last bag one happened. If Coinbase is crashing, it must be new happening right now. No. So far everything's working. I'll keep this up for you guys just in case. All right, and so far, barely holding onto this Fibonacci level at the moment. Hey, Saul, happy to see you back, man. Hey, Trade Dog, should I get out of Coinbase now at a huge loss? Well, if we break down below this Fibonacci level, you're most likely going to have a larger loss. You can if you want to. The best thing to always do is to trade for the long term. But if you need this money sooner rather than later or something like that, it's better to usually just take it out of the market. And especially if you feel like you, how do I say this in a very nice way? Like maybe you jumped in without knowing what was going on here, or you didn't have your stop losses in order. Then you might want to reset yourself, go back to practicing how to trade crypto by just doing some practice trading. I have a link down below for BitGet. It's an exchange like any other. It's a little bit nicer if you ask me, but here, looks something like this. And what they have is a futures account. So, and this is a simulated futures account, which means you can do paper trading, which means you're practicing with fake money. And when you practice with fake money, it's much, you're not risking your own money. You can kind of see how it works out. And then over time, then you can start putting your real money back into the market if you want to. Hey, good morning, Travis. Have you done any copy trading on BitGet? Any success? I've done a little bit of it. When you do copy trading with BitGet, you don't want to put a lot of money into it, first of all. You just want to put a little bit of money until you find somebody you can trust. And then after that, what you're looking for is you want to have the isolated what do we discuss? Isolated margin, not the cross one. And then the last thing I'll say on the copy trading is don't give no money. Isolated trading. Yeah, and try a few of them out for sure, but you should be okay. Just don't put a lot of money behind them, because that they make mistakes too. I know there are people on BitGet here. Let me see. Copy trade. You can click on somebody. No. This guy's made a decent profit. I'm just trying to see if I can find somebody that hasn't. Maybe this guy. You can go to copy trade, and if they have any open orders, you can see them. Like this guy lost 55%, 77%, 77%, 61%. So just go in there and check out their numbers, because sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're really bad. And you never know until you actually go and start peeking around the numbers. See this guy, 375%, good. And he has one open order at the moment that's down 300%. See, it can be very, very crazy. That's why you do the isolated. So at least if it's down 100%, you lost that trade on leverage. But you can determine what leverage you want to go down. I would say let's see, like 20x leverage is a lot safer than the 50x he's going with. But of course, if he was right, I mean, this could have been up 300%. But he wasn't. So, yeah. There we go. Hey, Trade Dog, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Subscribe. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate every subscribe, all the likes. I do appreciate a lot. Let's see. Hey, 1977. Good morning. And hey, Delilah. Good morning. I wish we were saying good morning under better circumstances, but we're at that Fibonacci level. Let's see how it works out. I'm hoping we can. We'll get another level here. I was able to find. I was tweaking around Bitcoin last night, looking for the Fibonacci level to see if anything worked out. I'll get off the second chart for just 1 second here. What I was able to do is, you see all these Fib levels here. The Fibonacci level was a teeny bit above where it is now, and I was able to adjust it so it actually could hit here And what I did is I went to the 4-hour chart and not the daily chart, and I adjusted it to right here. Or I guess it did work out for the 4-hour chart too, but I moved it from right here to just right here at the very bottom of the run. And then what you saw is it actually helped us out right here. And so I was able to use this one, especially here and here. So I mean, it's only like $100 less than where it was, but maybe I made it just that much more accurate where we can try to hold on to it. We did still dip below it for just a second here. What we need to do right now is hold above this line, you know, right here, the Fibonacci line. But more importantly, what we need to do is we need to be able to close above it, close above it. If we close above it, at least we can try to have one day of coming back up a little bit. We might run into the 50-day moving average again for a little bit of resistance, but just maybe we have whales support and we can have a big green candle here before we take another bad day. But at least we can try to start this consolidation period, or maybe we hook around like this. That's something that could happen. We're pretty darn close to this Fibonacci level at the moment. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but that's the bullish thing. If you're looking for like a glass half full, we're at that support level at the moment. Excuse me. And I mean, how far away are we from this Fibonacci level at the moment? Like less than $300. But we'll see if we get some volume in here in a little bit. Hey, Jacarno, how's the Fib holding up? It's doing okay so far, guys. It's just, I mean, again, Bitcoin looks heavy. If we come down again, I don't know if there's going to be those limit orders, those buy orders ready to pop us back up. Now, whales can come in at any moment and try to save us, but usually whales don't want to buy when they don't have to. They want to buy at a very good level of support after the shorts have gotten out, and then, yeah. So let's wait and see how this works out, guys. Hey, 1977, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on in the AM. Trust me, I was in my bed this morning. I woke up and I'm not trading any options this week because the market looks like it wants to come down a little bit more. As I said a few days ago, the market has been going on. Not the crypto market, well, this too, but the stock market. But yeah, I was looking at my phone. I was like, okay, well, we're down below 59,000. I'm probably gonna have to go live. But I even stream on my days off, so I stream quite a bit. Now I may take Saturday and Sunday off this week. I'm going to try to, but basically I'm going to be working on a new website for the channel. So that way I can, you guys have asked for like Fibonacci level tutorials, Finviz tutorials, all that type of stuff. I'm going to break all that stuff down on the website and just have it a master like tutorial session place. Where if you want to learn something basic or even something more intermediate or advanced, I'll have some tutorials there. There'll also be posts on the channel, but you guys know by now I can post something on YouTube and YouTube will not share it with you guys at all. And I think YouTube's reasoning for that is this guy streams so much, he must be a streamer. We shouldn't give much weight to the videos he just publishes. But, I don't like that YouTube does that. I'll try to figure out a way to get around it, but so far it's not working out so good. I have like 50-something thousand subscribers and my published videos may only get like 500 views. So, and then when I pull you guys saying, hey, did you want to watch the video? You guys will all say yes, but it never, you never got the notification, even if you guys push that bell. So that's what I'm trying to figure out a way around that at the moment. I appreciate the voice of Risen. Oh, no worries. You're probably going to see a lot of people freaking out at the moment, so it's okay. Hey, Travis, thank you very much as well, my man. I really do appreciate it. Smash the like button, peeps. Thank you very much, Travis. How did Saitama go? I think you said it was Saitama. How did that go? Did it end up transferring or not? I'm hoping it did, but I know it probably was just a glitch for Coinbase. Oh, and one more second here. Somebody asked about Coinbase a few minutes ago. It's still operational according to them. And I don't think I've seen any other people complain about it yet. If Bitcoin does start to fall down here and it looks pretty drastic, you may see some of those apps start to crash or something like that. I can peek right here. Let me see. Let me get 2 Twitter tabs up. I never thought I'd say that. For now, let's go to Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's see people are talking about. No. Affiliate link, no. What's this guy say? See, he has it as a buying zone too, but if it breaks down below it, that's where stuff gets a little tricky. Oh, this is way too many lines. I never like having this. I like to break it down into multiple charts with each chart having this stuff. Okay. Anything else here? No. Yeah, that's somewhat decent. Yeah, I hate doing it like that though. What he's using is this one, the pitchfork. If you guys ever wanted to use it, I'll make a video on it. See the pitchfork right here. There's other pitchforks, but this is the one he's using. I'm zoomed too far in to actually see what that is, but it has a line that pokes out, and then there's a bunch of colors and stuff like that. Hey, Miss K, good morning. Hey, Boopath. And hey, Randy, I love you, man. Hey, don't worry about it, guys. This is pretty much my job right now, and you guys know I don't trade every single day, so luckily I have some free time, and I went last night to the grocery store and I bought my mom some groceries and my sister some groceries, and so I'm pretty much free for the day, except for I gotta, you know, play with Loki and whatnot. Maybe I'll take him to the dog park later on, but it really depends on how this turns out. If I have to stream and I can't play with him as much, I'll just spoil him tomorrow. Like, he loves to be spoiled. When we were at the dog park yesterday, he was playing with the other dogs, but when he got tired, he would just run up to a stranger, go on his back, and just expect a belly rub. And you know, all the people out there were like, "Oh my gosh, here's a belly rub for you. Here's a treat." And he was like, you know, he knew what he was doing. Hey, Jay, Coinbase Pro operations. Oh, do you think? Here, let me see. Coinbase is working okay, but here. Oh god, I need to wake up more. I'm not typing correctly. This is from yesterday, so nothing new. That's the 16th, though. That's a while ago. So far, they're doing okay. So far, they're doing okay. Man, we're trying to hold this so bad. I'm really hoping we can hold it, guys. Hey, default name. I started with stonks, lost some money, and it's harder for me to understand trading options. Now I only trade crypto exclusively. I want to learn more about trading options. Learn how to trade stocks consistently first, then you can move over to options. If I'm being honest, right now it's probably a better time to learn how to trade stocks and options, because what we've just experienced over the last few couple years now with COVID is we just saw, you know, the market crash pretty much back in March of 2020 because COVID, economy shutting down, mass chaos. Ever since then, it's been kind of really happy, at least until like the last few months. And, you know, everything's been very easy. It's been like you could buy anything for the most part, and you're going to make money off of options on it. If you were playing the big tech stocks, the semiconductor stuff like that, you're going to be making a lot of good money. Now the market is more choppy. And because the market is more choppy, you have to be much more diligent about how you find those plays, what stocks are about to go up and, you know, which ones are not. And because of that, you're going to get a realistic view of how to trade options, how to trade stocks. In this bull market that we just had a while ago, you saw a lot of new YouTubers come up and they were making calls left and right, but it was so easy to make calls. Who's that guy? He's a nice guy. There's nothing, I have nothing against him. His name is, he's a YouTube channel called, his name is Chris Sane, I think it is. And he was giving people plays all throughout the pandemic, but you have to remember everything was going up. So no matter what you talked about, it was just going to continue going up. And so after the market, you know, started cooling off a little bit, and it was harder to find plays, he was still giving out the same amount of plays, but a lot of them weren't working out because the market, it was getting much more difficult. So even though it's going to be harder for you to make money in this current market, stock market, if you do some paper trading or you do spend some time practicing how to trade, you're all going to be much better off learning in these crazy markets. And then what you'll do eventually is, you know, when the bull market comes back, then you can go heavy and start betting big bucks on it. Now, who knows when the next bear market's going to come to slide everything down before we get into the end of the big bull market. But, you know, that's going to be the plan. Once you guys do become more full-time traders, and let's say you even become better than me, what the goal is going to be is you just trade in the bull markets. You make a bunch of money in the bull markets. In the bear markets, you can trade a little bit as well. But if you make like, let's say you made $250,000, and let's not even say that. Let's say you're making like $10,000 a month in a bull market, and you're just somewhat more middle class. As long as you don't go willy-nilly with your finances and like start spending it on everything else, you can actually, you don't have to trade for a while if you don't want to. If a bear market comes, you can just take like a 6 month or a year break from working. Now, I wouldn't recommend that because until you're a little bit rusty heading back into the market, but you can do that type of stuff. There are traders that do that. They're usually older and they've been doing it for so long that they have that ability to kind of snap back into the market conditions. But that's one of the dreams right there. At this point in time, I can take weeks off if I want to, if I can't find the play I want, and I don't have to force myself. Sometimes people feel like they have to force themselves when it comes to the crypto markets, or excuse me, the stock market. Hey, Crackerville, good morning, my man. Hey, Jay, yeah, we're working on East Coast Mass. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jacondo, as far as Dogecoin is falling below its own Fibonacci level right here, but we still have this trend line. So it's at support, maybe worth taking a little bit of a nibble, but right now Bitcoin's on the verge of like just having a $5,000 drop here. So $4,000 drop about. So, you know, this is a risky play, but again, this is at support. So this is normally where you'd want to be buying, at the bottom of a pennant. So you can take a small position if you wanted to, and if it works out, you can double down, or you can just wait to see if we end up coming back down and play it a little bit safer. It's really up to you, you know, how risky you want to be. If you are buying, you just want to have a stop loss somewhere in there just to protect yourself. If you're watching the market, you know you don't need a stop loss, but you want to be close to your phone or to whatever exchange you're using. Excuse me, to be able to exit out of that position if for whatever reason it did dip down here to maybe 19 cents. But maybe if it dipped down to 19 cents, isn't going to hurt you too bad. So, that's about a 13% drop. That would probably hurt pretty bad. But right now it's at support, like many other things here. Oh, well, we're waiting for Bitcoin to do its thing. If I see a sudden drop on any of the charts, I'll pull back up Bitcoin here in a second. All right. So here's Ethereum. This Ethereum doesn't have the Fibonacci levels. That's fine. Right now, Ethereum is fighting. Let's just say fighting, arguing, whatever you want to call it, with the 50-day moving average. Let's hope we don't fall down below that one, because then Ethereum's probably going to come down to, after a few days, probably somewhere around here, like $3,700, $3,600. Matic is on the verge of breaking down. It already broke down below the 50 here. It can come all the way down here to 135, 137. ADA broke down here. I'd sell off my ADA right now. It seems like most altcoins are coming down. Let's just say that. It seems like altcoins are coming down. And usually, what I was telling you, I don't know how many of you guys were watching my stream yesterday afternoon, kind of in the first half an hour. I was telling you how everything looked like at least the altcoins looked like they wanted to break down. And I was saying that really bummed me out, because that means most likely that's going to cause Bitcoin to come down as well. And that's what I'm seeing right now. You're seeing altcoins go down ahead of Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin's still holding over its support levels and its Fibonacci levels. Altcoins are not. And that's a little bit more of a pain that we have to look at the moment. So let me add this Fibonacci level right here. I don't want the pitchfork. I want the Fib retracement. Yeah, I really don't like this Fibonacci level though. It's not, there is resistance there. Yeah, it's okay. This isn't the best Fibonacci level here. But you see it's breaking down. That's the main point, it's breaking down. XRP, tapping on support, looks like it wants to break down. It'll hit 99 cents, hopefully have a bounce off, but if it doesn't, you might see XRP come all the way back down here to at least 95 cents. So if Bitcoin does take this 54,000 drop and potentially all the way back down to 52,000, you're going to have ample opportunity to buy some coins. But this is why you guys got to make sure you have some cash on the side. It's hard to have cash on the side when you're in a bull market, though. I can completely understand that one. Let me do one right here as well. Held. Yep. See the stepping stones came back down, breaking down below this one. but add support. So that's a good sign right there. BitTorrent broke down a couple days ago. Saw it here. It's still coming down. You could probably sell this right now and buy back lower if you wanted to for more coins or just to take your profits. Ethereum Classic breaking down. I saw this under $50 this morning and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely coming down here. But you saw a few days ago, look at this. It came all the way down here to $42. XLM breaking down. Litecoin. Hold on, actually, let me adjust this one. Let me extend this right line. This is where it can come back down to potentially about 175 to 180 level. And I can take this off because that was a nice breakout play, but that breakout is clearly over. We have one more here. Down here. Kind of around the 50-day moving average. So the short term, I might come back down to 201. But if it breaks down below that one, whoosh, 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 whoosh. EOS. Coming down right here. Support. STMX. This one's been kind of wild over the last few days. I mean, this has been like 10% swings up and down every day. Kind of fun to day trade. But it is, if you put a line right here, you're going to see that it's getting closer and closer. Right now, it's just battling with the 200 moving average, though. And frankly, I did break down a while ago, too. Sol testing at the 50. Sol can come all the way back down to 179 at least. FTM breaking down. You can see a trend line from here to here. Oh, let me just extend it, make it easy for you guys to see. My eyes see too much when I'm looking at charts. Breakdown. SHIB, breakdown. BSV. BSV doesn't look as good anyway, but the breakdown happened a while ago for BSV. Dot. So over and over again, guys, we're heading down a little bit. This one, let me just extend this line. So we are having some breakdowns at the moment. We have 7.5 hours before we actually close this day candle. So it's going to be a stressful 7.5 hours for most people. So just get ready for that one. Hopefully you're not overexposed in the markets. Maybe you just have, you sold some off by now, but I mean, we're at that point. I mean, there should be a line right here as well. Yeah, on the second chart. So hopefully we can hold. And you can see we dipped down below this line in a few, this is 5 minutes, probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago. And we managed to boom back up here. We want to see this volume here. We still want to see this, a level of support, a wall protecting us, whether that wall is there. Yeah. Hey, Liam, happy to see you back, my man. You're not expecting more than a 2.5 drop? I'm hoping you're right on that one. I think it could be about a up to 4,000 point drop here, but that'd be over the next few days as we break down. It wouldn't be just like one big swath of a breakdown. Which means if you guys have some limit orders for altcoins, you may be able to buy them low, ride them up for just like 12 to 24 hours and sell them off for a decent profit. Let's see. What do you think about Binance savings? I think it's okay. Personally, so I have like 4 different accounts when it comes to crypto. I have one where I like to do more swing trading and day trading. That's what I like to do for BitGet. That's the one I like for that. Then I have a Bitcoin IRA account. That one's more for my retirement. So I actually have a retirement account built around crypto. Since I know, I don't know 100%, but I'm banking on Bitcoin going up in the future. And I don't want to be taxing all that money. So I have a Bitcoin Roth IRA and a Bitcoin IRA to protect myself from, taxes that I don't want to pay, frankly. And then I also have one account where it's something more like Voyager. Let me get out of this now. Where it's like Voyager, or it is Voyager, where I have, money in there and it's just collecting interest, right? Because a Roth IRA you got to keep in there for a while. It's a retirement account. You're not going to get rid of it until retirement. Here we go. And so I normally split up my money like that into different accounts. That way, I know with this account I can be much more high risk. The crypto, like my retirement account, it's pretty high risk because it's technically all in crypto. but I have a lot of cash in there as well. I have most of it in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and not so much of it in more speculative coins that can go down. Things like that. It can be really, really nice. Hey Jay, might want to add Bitcoin with my limit order. Do you think it could fall down below 0.003? Yeah, there's a chance it can. Oh, look at that. Closed right at the fib level. Oh, a little bit above it. It's fighting for its life, guys. As far as BitTorrent here, yeah, it can. That wouldn't be a bad place to have a limit order too. Because what you're seeing right now is, hold on, I got a magnet here. Since you're breaking down here, you're starting to see these much larger pennants form, which sucks because that means, instead of having a crazy November, we might be stuck with like maybe we could have a good end of November, maybe, because we're going to swing back up, is what my belief is. But what may happen now is, instead of having all-time highs and going parabolic in November, we have to wait for December for that to happen. Which, it's still fine. We have to wait a month, but you want to be able to like have all the fun happen sooner rather than later. So there you go. Yeah, and this is getting pretty heavy. Have we fallen down this low? I don't think so. Let me go to the 2-hour chart. Yeah. Now this could just be a wick that we end up closing above the Fibonacci in the next 7 hours, like I said. But this is not. You don't want to see it break down below the Fibonacci line. All right, there we go. Hey, Richard. Hey, Mike, what is the catalyst that puts Bitcoin on hold and altcoins rise, particularly Doge? The catalyst? Usually whales start selling off some of their Bitcoin, but in that time, you're going to see people just start popping off in the altcoin markets. It's usually when Bitcoin finds a ceiling and it's just kind of going sideways. And then people feel more inclined to start taking some money out of Bitcoin and really start pushing it into those altcoins, and think of it more as a chain reaction that takes place. You won't know it's altcoin season until you start to see Bitcoin dominance really start to like crash, but that usually takes some time to actually see. And so when that happens, you're going to be lagging behind it a little bit, so you might not buy at the right time, but you're going to be buying a couple days afterwards. And by then, you're still going to be looking okay because, the altcoins may have ran 10%, or 20% even, but they're going to be running hundreds of percents after that. And so, it still makes it worth it. Okay, we're holding the fib. We're trying to hold the fib line. We still haven't closed below it, although we have 2 minutes for that to happen. We're trying to hold on to it, at least on the 5. At least on the 5, we've closed below it on the 1, I'm sure, but the 5:15 is more important, obviously, in the 1 minute chart. See, hey Daniel, I'm afraid, Mike, please tell me something to feel better. Well, if you want to hold for like another couple of months, you're going to be fine with Bitcoin. Technically, we're still in a buying zone right now for crypto. We're still in a buying zone until we get down below this green line. But, the best thing you can do if you want for sure, I don't know how to say this, like good profits in crypto, is to just hold throughout all of the waves and then wait for Bitcoin to hit all-time highs again. But that requires a lot of like scariness of looking at the markets like down a lot. And that's why I have a much more longer term plays. I would suggest if, these day-to-day swings in the market are kind of making you feel a little uneasy, or maybe you guys have that butterfly in the feeling stomach of losing money, just, try just trading Bitcoin in longs. Like, buy some Bitcoin, hold it for like a few weeks to a month and see where it takes you. You're most likely going to be up more than if you just try to do every little swing trade back and forth, over and over and over again. Because, when your emotions are too involved in trading, you tend to sell when you're not supposed to and buy when you're not supposed to. Which is why you hear the word FOMO being tossed around a lot, with fear of missing out. I think 1 inch is fine for a long-term hold, Winnie. Hey Ed, a good time to buy Ethereum? You know, Bitcoin looks a little bit weak right here, so I'd probably say you can hold off on the buying until we see what happens at the end of this day candle here. But it is at a buying level technically, but I'd hold off personally for now. I want to see where this thing goes. Helium, exciting times for sure. Yeah, tell me. Hey, aquatic double bottom on the daily. You can call it a double bottom, but we're coming down below that bottom at the moment, so that's what's concerning. Hey, Heaton, looks like we want to come back down to 54,000, but we have about 7 hours left until this daily candle closes, so we might have a little bit of this. Maybe we're just in the wick and then we close above this line. Who knows at the moment? But I would say it's still a good morning because I didn't invest heavily into crypto, but but it looks like it wants to come down right now. It looks like it wants to come down, Heaton. I always got to maneuver my seat. I'm always in the weirdest spot. Let's see. Hey, is it thought honestly fib levels aren't real? Okay. Hey, Cracker Belly. LOL, I have a 36 crypto across my portfolios and only 2 up for that day. I imagine a lot of people are freaking out. My advice is to relax and all will be good depending on your plays. That's a pretty good message right there, Cracker Belly. Hey, Alpha. Going with the flow. Haven't forgotten Doge at 19 for months and Bitcoin at 35. Yeah, I wish Dogecoin had to go on at the same rate as Bitcoin here. Hey, you know, butterflies just thinking out loud. What do you call it? I got gas. That's about it. Do I think XLM is worth it? If you can get it at a good price, yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be a nice hold. There's better plays out there, but it's still something that people are going to be buying up during altcoin season. Hey, Verma, what about Dogecoin? Right now, probably not, since Bitcoin looks like it wants to come down. At least that's what I'm thinking. I can see Dogecoin coming back down below 22 cents, maybe even below 20 cents here if it breaks down below its trend line. FTM is a big one down right now. SHIB is a big one down. Yeah, SHIB is down over like 11%. So you're seeing some big hits in the markets, guys. My stop loss is all triggered from my swing trade, so I'm pretty much out of swing trades at the moment. I'm going to look to take in a position later on today if I can see a nice bottom happening here. But besides that, just patiently waiting. I have all my longs still. I'm not even touching my longs because I know Bitcoin's going to go to all-time highs again before the end of the year is over, or at least I hope it does. Hey, Sony, you can buy some Doge right now as it's hitting support, but again, Bitcoin looks a little bit iffy at the moment. So what I'd be saying is might want to be holding off for now. But you could, if you want to buy any altcoins, guys, or anything right now at these really still decent prices, you're just going to be taking small opening positions. And if it holds, then you can try to double down and then try to ride a wave back up. But usually at these moments when we're breaking below support at this very moment, that's when you guys are going to be taking only small positions. Any crypto that you guys ask me about, unless it's doing something particularly different today, it's going to be the same answer. It's not looking so good. It's heading for support, or in fact, it's breaking down below support. And this is if you are going to be buying right now, you guys want to only be putting in a small position at the moment, guys. Hey, Michael, if you want to say Bitcoin buy or sell, it depends on what your plan is. Most people are going to be selling at the moment if you're doing more swing or day trading, and you're going to be waiting for a better buy-in price. Some are going to be buying at this moment in time, but with only small positions. Or if you're a long position, you're just going to be riding this wave like we've been doing for the past few months. Remember here, guys, as we take a peek out of here at the daily chart. I know there's a bunch of lines here, so let me just do this very fast. Remember, the bull run started all the way back in July, towards the end of July. I want to remind you guys, from the 17th of September all the way down here to the 21st of September, we went down 25% before rocking back up, and I held my Bitcoin this entire time. So, again, we may have another big drop like that off of having something more of a double top because we're breaking down below this at the moment. You know, you can see double top, double top. I know it's not the prettiest double top, but you can see how there's resistance coming down. Support is right here, breaking down below that one. Let me see. I'm looking for this specific one right here. I need to just save this. What we're seeing right here is this one, double top reversal, bearish only, came up. You can see how it's not the exact top. It's pretty similar though. And now we're breaking down here. So that's what we're seeing at the moment, guys. You can kind of see that same shape right here. The thing that sucks about trading is nothing is ever as pretty as what the that chart I just showed you. It's a little bit more ugly. Oh, well, actually, I need to do one thing here. I need to put those Fibonacci levels back up here. There we go. There you go. So we're just casually coming down. At least we haven't been heavily shorted yet. Let me do a quick peek to see if we have any support beyond the Fibonacci levels, though. Getting too many pings. Not really much support here. Maybe down here at 55,732. That could be a good one. And we do have, let me see. Bitcoin has its own technicals here. I don't use these ones too often, but yeah, there's that 57,000 mark for the Fibonacci there. 59,000 at the, no, I don't like to use the Woody. $57,194. Look at that one. That's right down here, so it's kind of right around here. We can see if that one works out too, though. I'm hoping. I really am hoping. But again, we just want to close above this. So if you go to the day candle here, we have 7 hours and 23 minutes until we need to, when this candle closes. We want this candle to close above this green line right here. Looking less and less likely, but that's what we want at least for now. Hey, good morning, Monster14. Good morning. Thanks for all your help. If you had an 8 over K profit at Doge, would you sell to buy Ethereum? That's a safe play to do. That'd be a nice safe play to do. So I would say if you're a little bit worried about Dogecoin or hasn't met your expectations over the last few months, you can definitely sell some of it off or all of it off and then move it over to Ethereum. I'd probably say you'd probably just want to have it in cash form right now instead of buying into Ethereum. If you're doing a long-term play, then definitely you can just buy into Ethereum right now at a 5-6% discount. But you might be able to get a 10-15% discount here if you wait a little bit, maybe. But yeah, you can definitely do that. I have a few friends that sold off their Dogecoin to put back into Bitcoin and Ethereum just as a safe play, but they're going on vacation, so that's the reason they're doing it. But you can definitely do that. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if you're trying to play it a little bit safer as a Bitcoin potentially heads down here to like 55,000 or so. Hey, Liam, what does institutional interest mean at the bottom right of the screen? Oh, it doesn't show up all the time. It doesn't show up all the time. Maybe when you get the swings that are wide enough, don't worry about this. This also doesn't make much sense on the 1 second chart here because it's meant for more longer term trading. There are certain points when there's a volatility in a stock or a cryptocurrency when it goes up a lot or goes down a lot. And that's when you see institutionals and you see like big whales buy or sell. That's when you see that happening. For instance, you know, I have this algorithm here that kind of tells me a little bit of fun stuff about what's going on in the markets. Let me remove the drawings here very fast. I'll put them back up here in a second. Supply zones, dark pools, and institutional interest right there. I'll just wait a second. Okay. You'll see this high activity, moderate activity expected, things like that. This is usually letting you know when whales and institutions are more likely to actually get involved in the currency. Now, you can see it's all the way down here. If the price actually gets back down here from the oscillator's point of view, that's when you can expect to see more people buy into cryptocurrency. You can see the bearish divergence on the daily chart here from yesterday. Let's hope it doesn't come down even more, but it looks like it wants to, especially since we're breaking down below the 50 here. And then, but yeah, you'd expect some high activity around here. Hopefully that would just lead to somewhat of a short-term bounce, but you can see right here, this is about that Fibonacci level. You can see this is that safe buying zone right here. We're falling down below it at the moment. Next safe zone is all the way back down here at 40,000, but I think we're going to be fine just because we do have this trend line coming from here to here, all the way up here. And we do have support right here as well, about $53,000 as well. So that's what we're looking at right there now. Let's hope we never come back down to $4,000 for Bitcoin. That'd be a terrifying sight. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Zach, I don't have any coins staked right now. I don't stake my coins. I usually just put them somewhere where they can earn interest. I like the ability to always sell them. It's just me being paranoid, but you guys can definitely stake. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of the algorithm. It's not going to work on the second chart. It's just going to be telling you guys a whole bunch of freaking crazy signals. There you go. There we are. Hey, Chris. Oops, I bought my first coin, Gala. Oh, that was a high risk coin to be buying at the FOMO level. It's high risk. I hope you made some profit off of it. See, hey, Lim. Yeah, it doesn't come up too often. You can see right now it's not actually there. It only pops up during certain instances, which is why you most likely never saw it. Hey Jay, thanks for the help on BitTorrent. Oh, no worries, my man. Happy to help you guys out. I have my own headphones on right now because I need my own music to jam through. For those of you guys who don't know, when I do YouTube, I can only play like YouTube approved music, like YouTube that I won't be like I won't be in trouble from the producer of the music if I play it. So I have to jam out to my own music because right now I think it's lo-fi music. Although I could put on other music, but the music. You okay? I want to give you a little pet. My puppy needs some attention. There you go, boy. You sure are good boy. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Don't be so needy. I'll take you to the dog park today, okay? I know you want to go to. Hey, don't bite. I'll take you to the dog park today. He's gonna love the dog park. He goes crazy there. Let me see. No worries for the help on BitTorrent. It looks like it wants to come. I mean, all altcoins are currently at support or currently breaking down. Bitcoin is like slightly breaking down here, but not to the same degree as these altcoins are. So you might see altcoins just drag Bitcoin down. Again, we can, if we still close above this Fibonacci level, we still have a chance of holding. But man, is this it's a risky time, but still a time to be buying. Which is why I tell you guys, just if you guys are going to be buying right now, you guys are going to be taking smaller positions. Hey, Trent, I don't know how long it's going to, how long this dip is actually going to take, but it looks like it'll probably want to come back down to around $54,000, $55,000 at now. If we do break down below that level, we're probably going to come down to $52,000 to $50,000. I don't think we're going to come down to 50,000, maybe like at least 51,000 if we do take this big dip here over the next few weeks. Hey, is that cool? Did you go to school and learn what you know, or did you do your own research into yourself? So I went to college, but I got like a marketing degree with like a political science minor. But I'm self-taught in the markets. So I'm pretty much what you would call, I didn't do any like classes or anything like that. I don't really believe in classes personally, just because the pace of classes always seems to be so weird. I mean, I just pretty much read a whole bunch of books. Like when I went to college, I realized that a lot of the stuff I learned in my classrooms was pretty much useless in a real world setting when it came to college, because I had a lot of friends that were older than me. They took all the same classes I did. They got into a job in the corporate level in downtown Seattle, and they're like, everything I learned in school, I don't use hardly any of it. They want me to learn all these random things and use all these random things that I've never heard of before. And so what I did instead is I read a whole bunch of books in college in the library that kind of went over tons of random facts that nobody else would ever know about, but they're not covered in the textbooks. And funny enough, that's what the jobs we're really looking for. Not the bull crap they teach you in those college books, but more of what you can just find in the library and read all the cool stuff they talk about there. I like to read. But after a while, I got tired of working in downtown Seattle, and I started practicing trading while I was riding the train to work every day. And my commute when I was working in downtown Seattle, back when I lived in Tacoma, before I moved to Seattle, I guess, it was about, I wake up at about 5:30 to 6 o'clock. I get dressed, hair, whatever, and I catch the 6 o'clock train or the 7 o'clock train, depending on how late I was. And it would take me an hour to get to downtown Seattle. I would take an Uber to my office. And then, it's like an hour and a half to get to work basically every single day. So for that hour train ride, I was reading books like, sorry, my dog like totally chewed up this book. But like Stock Charts for Dummies. This is more of a book you don't have to read, but this helps you set up your charts. What you do need it, but most of you guys probably need to learn technical analysis first. Hey boy, nope. You have food over there. You should go get food. Go get food. Yeah, I know. My dog's over here just like jamming out on the side. But so I'm self-taught. I recommend reading a whole bunch of books. You can watch a bunch of YouTube videos as well. Now I don't have tutorial content too much here. I'm looking to build more out, but it seems like I prefer to make shorter tutorial videos that kind of teach you specific things like how to use a Fibonacci level, what is a limit order, why you should use limit orders, things like that. Dude, you get down, boy. Come on. Have fun, chill out. Don't bother me right now. Yeah, my dog just really wants to play. Hey, don't nip, don't bite. Biting doesn't get you anywhere. But yeah, I'm just self-taught. Sorry for the little bit of rant. I'm self-taught. I recommend, dude. Here, this is what I'm dealing with. Yeah. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. He's mad at me for showing him off. But yeah, so I recommend, just reading a bunch of books, practicing over time. So the one thing I tell you guys quite a lot is don't be afraid to practice paper trading. Now, if you guys wanted to do stocks or options, I recommend TD Ameritrade. They do not pay me for saying this at all. I love TD Ameritrade. I like it a lot. They give you so much information. They give you so much more free information, and Robinhood charges you for it. It just makes more sense to go TD Ameritrade because of paper trading, and it's just a superior platform, and they have an app. And I actually prefer the TD Ameritrade app to Robinhood and Webull combined. So that's just me. And if you want crypto, I have the link down below for BitGet, and BitGet has the futures. You can see USDT right here, or what is it at? Here you go, simulation, where you're practicing with fake money. That way you're not risking your own money. I think it's worth it to not actually trade with your own money until you get your sea legs, so to speak. I know a lot of people want to hop in the market and have fun, which you can definitely do. But before you put that big chunk of cash down in the markets, it's definitely worth just practicing trading for a while to see what happens. Unless you have a plan that consistently works. The whole point of trading is to become consistently profitable. You just want your portfolio to keep on growing and growing and growing. Fine, you can take a can. That's the goal. But, people hop into the market a little bit earlier than they should for the most part. And, sometimes they make money, sometimes they don't. But if they hop in too soon, usually they end up losing money. There you go, a little jump of volume right there. Hey, good morning, Heaton again. Oh yeah, if you guys can, please consider liking the channel. I do appreciate it a lot. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Hey, Heaton, I want to be wrong about the 50 to 52K level. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping it doesn't get all the way down to 50K, because what we're looking at for as far as Bitcoin at the moment here. Oh, did I? There should have been some Fibonacci levels here. There we go. Okay, and we have the trend line right here. Right here is 49,000. I'm thinking it won't happen all in like one day. I'm thinking it'll take a couple days. So I'm hoping by the time that happens, it'll be somewhere around here. So the trend line will be somewhere around like, $51,000, $52,000. I'm hoping for that, but we'll have to definitely wait and see how that turns out. Move that down right there. Hey, Winnie, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a lot. Let's see. Hey, Steve, overall, Bitcoin is still bullish, but that doesn't mean we can't have a big old drop right now. What do you think about Gin? It's you can trade it, but you're going to be FOMOing right now. That thing has gone up a lot. I usually don't chase stuff like that. I usually like to buy when it's really low and sell when it's really high. Hey, Alpha, Bitcoin's in a bull run, but altcoin season has started. They're two separate things. Hey, Jay, train educated you are, Mike. Yeah, well, I don't know. I got bored while being on the train. You know, with corporate money, you can buy some good stuff. So I always had good headphones to kind of jam out in there. And then, you know, sometimes it can be really squished together with a whole bunch of people on the train. That's why I like to go earlier rather than later, because, you know, the later commutes are just packed full of people. And so I would just have my book out and I'd just be reading my book so nobody would bother me, basically. Have my headphones on, be looking at the papers. And I started at the Tacoma station, at the Seattle station, like here. We're watching Bitcoin go down, guys. That's what we're looking for. We're going to see if I can hold on to this Fibonacci level by the end of the 7 hours. But I'll just do a quick peek here. So back when I lived in Tacoma, I lived right next to Stadium High School, like this castle building right here. I used to live. Hey! Don't claw me, dude! Don't claw me! Ow, that hurt. I used to live right here because I like waterfront views. It's something I personally like, but right now I'm not even anywhere close to water, just lakes. But I used to live right here. I used to have to drive here every morning. The train station is right here. Okay. Then from there, it would go up a whole bunch of different stops up the road, and then I would end up all the way to Seattle, and the train from Seattle would stop. Where's the stadium at? There we go, right here. And then so what would happen here? No, that's not the right station. Here, sorry. Here's the train station right here. Then there's a little roundabout area right here. There you go. You'd take an Uber from here, or I'd walk if I had time. I mostly didn't have time though. And I would go to my office, which is Dexter Horton building right here. So no fancy skyscraper, but a downtown office. And then I'd just start working here. Then after work, come back down. I didn't really like to walk because this is where the homeless people hang out and it's like needles everywhere. And then you just walk back over here or take an Uber if you can. And then you just go back. But it's like an hour and a half trip the whole way. Because remember, the train has to stop at every single stop up the freaking route. But that was my commute to work. So that's when I started learning how to trade. And if you guys have some extra time throughout the day, that's when I would suggest learning how to trade. Or you can do it on the weekends. But I prefer to try to learn a little bit about trading every single day. My dream was to get an office in this building right here, right in the Columbia Center. But yeah, that never worked out. Mostly because the people in here are much more like independent business owners that just have offices here. It's pretty darn crazy. But I got close enough. One of my friends, he works in this this building right here with the waterfront view. He works for well, he doesn't work there anymore. He still works there, but they have no offices there right now because of COVID. But yeah, so it was a pretty terrible commute every day. I had to fill my time with something. I want to make money before summer 4K to go to New York with someone. What are good coins to look at? This if you like have a real goal of making money and like not like without putting too much high risk, I think you'd be happy with Ethereum. What hasn't popped off? STMX is a lower market cap at 200 million or 300 million right now. Litecoin is a little bit undervalued. XRP is undervalued, but we've been waiting for XRP for a while, so that might be a little bit against your time limit. Go to CoinMarketCap, look at page 2, and look for coins that are under a penny, and see if you can find something that you like right there. There's a few coins, but I'd say the safer ones to play are something like more like Ethereum, Bitcoin, ADA is it okay a little bit here. STMX would be a decent one just because there's a very low market cap and it's pretty popular. Those are some of the coins I'd be looking at. But if you want if you're trying to if you don't make this money, you don't go on the trip, I would try to play safer coins. Hey, time lapse. What should you do? Well, right now we're just waiting to see if it'll hold. Right now you're in a holding pattern. As much as it can be annoying to hear that, we're in a wait and see pattern as far as it comes to Bitcoin. You could be buying right now. This is probably where if you wanted to buy, you're only going to be taking a small position right now. If it manages to hold here on the daily candle, if it doesn't, you're going to take maybe up to a 5 to 7% loss depending on what currency you buy here, up to probably 15 to 20%. If it comes all the way down to 20% or $52,000 or so. But right now we're in a holding pattern. We're already coming down below the Fibonacci level. We want to close above it. It's okay if we have a wick, which is right now. We came down and then we came back up, this would just be in the wick at the moment because the body of the candle would end up closing above this level. But right now you're in a holding pattern. You're just waiting. I'm holding all of my longs. Most of my swing trades got stopped out. So I'm stopped out of most of my positions right now. So right now I'm not really in anything. I have money ready to buy some crypto, quite a bit here, but I'm just waiting. Personally, I'm just waiting to see what happens here. But I've been stopped out. So my short-term positions, my swing trades, they've all stopped out because I bought a few days ago. You know how we had that one day of going back up, and my trailing stop losses ended up triggering there, and then now I'm just waiting, just being patient. So I'm not in the market right now. I don't know if you get anything out of that, but I'm not in the market as far as swing trading. I'm only in the market as far as my long-term positions. Hey, Lisa's piece of art. I would take the train too. That'd be a nightmare commute. The commute can be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, so the train is worth it. And it's cheaper to to get on the train too. I think it's $340 a month if you get the pass. Otherwise, it was I don't know how. I'd be filling up my tank every day almost. Here, hold on. Let me go here. As we kind of wait, it's in a holding pattern, guys. Wait till you see how my grandparents' commute did. Now, my grandparents, before they retired, they only went to work 3 times a week, maybe 2 times a week if they were lucky. But they have a house. They have a house in here, okay? Think of where we're at, way down here. They had to go here, hop on Meridian, hop on the highway, go up this side of the road all the way up here. They can go through Seattle or around. Most people go around. And then where are we at? Oh God, I don't know where Everett is. Oh yeah, there you go. And they have to come all the way up here, way above Seattle. This is where the Boeing plant is. So this is where the Boeing. I don't know where the Boeing plant is, but somewhere up here. It's a massive building. You'd know it if you saw it. Where's that sucker at? Oh, here's the building. Yeah. Massive, massive building. No, this is an airport. Oh, God, where's the building at? Oh, here it is. Sorry. This massive building right here. So this is 12 Empire State Buildings stacked side by side with one off the top. That's how big of a building this is. And all the offices around it, you can just see how many cars are here. Right? The highway literally goes in there. So they had to do that 3 times a week. And that was a 3-hour drive every morning, 3-hour drive every night. Now, my grandfather did the drives. My grandmother would fall asleep on the way over there. But, I mean, they were making over $70 an hour. So it was definitely worth it for them to keep on going there before they retired. But, just imagine that. All because they wanted a big house with a big yard. That's all they want, a big house with a big yard. Hey, Al-Jamal, might have pronounced your name, mispronounced your name, excuse me. Is there any situation like a crash going ahead? It depends on what you guys think of crashes. A crash for me is if Bitcoin went from here down to like $30,000. That's a crash. And it happened within like a 2 to 3 period time. Right now, we could have a pretty significant drop down to 55,000 or 52,000, maybe even down to 50,000. But that's more of a drop to me, not a crash. Crash is usually signifies panic in the markets. Right now, I don't see too much panic. I just see people selling off and waiting to see how much lower we can go. These next 5 minutes, though, should be pretty interesting to see if we can hold or not. Hey, Winnie. Yeah, so what I normally do here for my more speculative coins, let's see. Okay, why is the algo still on? There you go. Coin market cap, just come down to page 2. You can go to page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you want to. And you're going to be looking for coins that are under a penny. Doge Elon Mars is one right here. This is more of a meme coin. You can hop on it if you want to. Winklink is okay. Dent is okay. You're going to be looking for cheaper coins that people would want to be buying a bunch of. And that's some of the stuff you want to be holding for altcoin season. And then you can have some fun with it. STMX, which I told you guys about right here, is right down here. But this is over a penny. So, but that's what I'm looking at the moment. There we go. But remember, the safer plays is more like Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, some of those top market cap coins. Sol is one here. Those are going to be your safer plays if you're really trying to make money. The other one's going to be much more speculative. But during altcoin season, you're going to see much better results on those other coins on page 2, 3, 4, coinmarketcap.com. And this is what I told you. This next 5 minutes is going to be kind of important, right there. There you go. So the downtrend continues. There we go. You think by Xmas, Ethereum will hit 6,000? I would think at least 5,000, potentially 6,000, yeah. So what the plan is right now, if we do end up falling down, guys, below this Fibonacci level, which looks like we currently are, right? Let me take apart these, delete. This next process is going to require us to make a move down here, do something. We can squiggle around a lot, whatever. Break out here, consolidate. Oh, snap. Boop-a-doo. Let me use. And then you can see this flag right here. And then in some way or form, maybe sooner rather than later, pop like that. Now, this says it's going to happen in February, but don't listen to the exact thing. We could definitely pop up sooner rather than later, but this is the current course at the moment. That's what we're looking for. I can probably draw this line a little bit better here as well, but oh my gosh. There we go. Where we can come back down, play around a little bit, maybe even break out here without going all the way down. Maybe end up tapping down here. We're probably going to tap this trend line eventually. And then boom, like that. Now again, this breakout could happen anywhere along here because we've had some crazy fast movements. You know, so we could easily just go here, charge, test out, then boom. Okay, but let me go here. That'd be the next plan, and you could see we potentially come back down here to 52,000 though on that journey. Now we do have Fibonacci protection somewhere around 55,000, 54,000, and we do have some support right here at $53,000. So we do have some cushions to help protect us, but that's just, you know, be careful going forward. We can take a pretty good size drop. There we go. T on Doge. Doge is hovering around support at the moment. So Doge already fell down below its Fibonacci level, but that wasn't too big of a... Dude, doggo, get over. Dude, you know you don't want to be over here. Come on. He's scared of that. I like that. Okay. See? But yeah, so right now you can see Doge testing out its trend line. The trend line, this is the 4-hour chart here. Dude, I will play with you a little bit. Relax, dude. I'm gonna take you to the dog park after this. I hope so. This is gonna be a long freaking day. You can see this trend line here on the 4-hour. We can actually go to the day chart for Dogecoin. Looking to test down support. Hopefully we're going to be able to hold. Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be able to hold here. But if we do break down, Doge can come all the way back down here to 19 cents, 19.5 cents here. So careful with Dogecoin. Careful with a lot of your coins at the moment, guys. But we have two different Fibonacci levels. Breaking down below one. The next one looks to be down here at about 1950 abouts. There you go. Man. It's a battle though. I mean, if this goes down, it won't be without a fight. And remember, people are buying right now in anticipation that this is going to be the wick that we talked about, where we see the body of the candle, something like this. And we're just buying at the very end of the wick, but it closes above here, so it leads to a boom. But just think about it in terms of the daily candle. That's why people are actually buying at the moment. Or they just see the discount. They're like, I want to buy. I'm buying the dip. But, you know, the dip could keep on going. That's the scary part about this. Or the realistic part, how you want to look at it. Let's see. Hey, Jay. Michael was looking on Coinbase Pro as a VGX was supposed to go live at 12 o'clock Eastern time. It says cancel mode only. Do you know what that means? I am not sure. Let me, hold on a second here. Today, fine. Coinbase is still working okay. I'm not sure. I don't actually trade using Coinbase. That's not my preferred thing to do. But yeah, so I have I have no idea what that cancel mode only means. I'm hoping it doesn't mean you can only sell it. Or maybe they're behind schedule on the live. If there is an increased level of volume being traded on TradingView at the moment, what you not TradingView, on Coinbase, you may see staff being moved over from that project over to help supporting the servers and making sure all the servers are working at full capacity. Because, you know, usually when you see these big drops like what we could see here in the next few hours or so, you see apps like Coinbase, Voyager, maybe even sometimes Robinhood or Webull have some issues and their servers aren't able to keep track of all the, or aren't able to hold up with all that crazy movement. I gotta drink some more tea here. Let's see. But yeah, so far Bitcoin looks heavy, guys. Bitcoin looks heavy. Hey, Dogecoin. Why doesn't Elon help us? I don't think his tweet would help us right now. Elon's tweets usually work the best during altcoin season because the market is just looking for any excuse whatsoever to pump up a stock. Or excuse me, a crypto coin. Usually in these more bearish moments, he can give us maybe a short-term spike, but what that would do is that would give people false hope enough to buy into a crypto coin and then watch it plummet directly afterwards. So, you know, I would say be careful about expecting Elon to come save us. Hey, Sweaty, what platform do I use? I use a bunch of platforms depending on if I want to get interest. I have a Bitcoin IRA account. I have a link down below for that one if you wanted to check it out. But so I have a retirement account for crypto, so I don't have to pay taxes on it because taxes suck. I have a Voyager account in case if I want to hold some money in there for interest, which is pretty nice. And then I don't like this look. And then I have a BitGet account. I have a link for that one if you wanted to check it out too. But that one's more if I wanted to use leverage trading. If I want to do something more swing trading, I want to use 10x leverage, 20x leverage. They have up to 125x leverage, which is pretty freaking crazy. But you know, if I want to do leverage trading or practice leverage trading, that's the place to go. And then I have this, like hard wallets or a trust wallet too, just so I can have some money, just off the grid for safety. Right now, this platform that you guys are seeing is called TradingView. I have a link to it below. There's a free version. I'm using the paid version, but that's just because I use it for streaming and I want to make sure you guys have all the data you guys need. Excuse me. We can do something really interesting here, then look at crypto bubbles. Not much is up at the moment besides SafeMoon for the last hour. Die's up, but that's DIE. It's not supposed to really even be up. Yeah, you're seeing the last hour, most of these coins are down right now. Not the best of looks, but you'd be kind of hoping for one good thing to happen here. Hour, what's up the most? SafeMoon, yeah. Stable coins. Well, of course, stable coins are gaining momentum because everybody's selling all their shares. You're not seeing much up here, guys. Not much on the hour. So that's not going to change too much. Okay. So at the moment, you're seeing a weak Bitcoin breaking down below the Fibonacci level. We have a chance of coming back up here, but it's looking more and more slim the further we go down. And remember, we have about 6 hours, 49 minutes now to close above this line. But I mean, this is looking harder and harder to close above this line. We can do it, but it's just looking harder and harder. The next Fibonacci support level we have, guys, is about $54,000 and $54,500 to $54,000. So let's see if we can hold. We do have a few levels of just not Fibonacci support, but just regular support down here for potential bounce at 55,800-ish, 56,000-ish. So we could try to hold those levels. Usually every $1,000, it is a little bit harder to hold. It does give us a little bit of support, but not too much right now because you can see this is starting to rip down. Remember what I told you guys a few minutes ago? These next 5 minutes is going to give us a pretty good sign to see what's going to happen. And, you know, now it didn't work out so well, so boom. Oh, no, this 5 minutes, excuse me. We wanted to really stop going down to new lows here. Well, not new lows, but, you know, lows on here. Well, now we got to look at like this, another Fibonacci level. But this Fibonacci level, guys, is down at $54,000. And if you guys can, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Like, I would really appreciate it a lot. I don't know. I stream way too much, so I just appreciate it when you guys subscribe. Hey, Richard, what's up, my man? Happy to see you back. Oh, hey, Jay, sorry. Hey, thanks, Mike. I hold my VGV on Voyager, but I was looking for a possible pump when it started trading on Pro. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So if you have money on Voyager, I think Voyager is better for not really much day trading or swing trading, but it's better for those long-term holds just because they give you so much, they give you such good interest rates on crypto. Especially if you hold a Voyager token. I think if you hold a certain amount of Voyager token, VGX, they actually will give you extra interest rates on your other crypto, which is really sweet. I think they got some type of loyalty program or something now as well. Yeah, but what was I going to say here? Let's see. There you go. Yeah, but and hey, by the way, Mike, the liquidations, the bulls is insane the past couple hours. Oh yeah, bulls don't remember. So think about it, me and you. If we're trading right now, we may lose a few $100. Maybe me, if I was holding right now, I'd be losing a few $1,000, something like that. Well, you're seeing the whales. The whales would be losing millions of dollars right now. They're not taking that risk. They see we're breaking down below the Fibonacci level. They just want to sell and be wait it out, which is probably the safer thing to do right now. Now, if you're holding, and remember, tax season is coming up here next quarter, or close enough to next quarter, and so some of them may be just taking some losses here, or just getting out to be safe. But if they take some losses, I'll help them out with their taxes going forward. Let me see. Oh, sorry, Dogecoin, I missed your message. Hey, thank you, Michael. To be here, we are so lost and scared about this crazy. So, guys, let me just say this. I've been streaming since about May, April. This channel really took off when the Dogecoin rally happened, and I was just kind of guiding people through that one because people kept on buying at the wrong time with Dogecoin and not understanding the massive swings that it had. Like, Dogecoin has massive swings. So I've been here, like, streaming almost every day since April. And that's through the good times when everything was booming. And that's through the bad times when Bitcoin was going down to $28,000. So I've guided a lot of people through these kind of crazy times. Uh, I like YouTube. I'm more of a full-time trader than a YouTuber. I'm still learning how YouTube works, which is why you can see my thumbnails are maybe a little bit boring, or I'm not really as a whoop-de-doo type of guy. But yeah, I do try to help you guys out as much as possible. Let's see, Hank, we have the potential of going down to 54,000. Well, let me give you a wide range here. You have a chance of going down to 50,000 up to 55,000 over the next few days, it looks like. Unless we're able to hold this Fibonacci level, not this one down here. This is down at 54,000. This one up here, over the next 6 hours, we have to boost our way back up here. Then all this will look like is just a nasty wick that popped down below, and we managed to hold overall. So, but you can see right now, this has just turned into a level of resistance for us. Resistance, 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 getting pushed down. We have a chance of getting back up here, but I mean, it'll probably take like an hour, not an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have these moving averages come down below with enough time for it to really get into contact with the candle, break above this, hit this resistance, and try to break above that one just to hold above this level eventually in the next 6 hours. So, one of the things, if you guys do want to become better traders, this has nothing to do with real trading at the moment, but if you guys just stare at charts and see how things work out, second charts are pretty nice as well. You kind of see what needs to happen in order for certain things to go your way. It's usually better than the 5 minute, but the 1 second you can see a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Right, like you just saw the 20 cross down below the 50. Usually that can be a little bit of a bearish move, which is why you saw it come down here, but it held on to the 200, which would have normally been a good buying opportunity. It bounced, this would be normally a good buying opportunity here. And then right there, you see the 20s crossing above it. You'd be looking to sell around here or a little bit higher. And you see once you sell right here, then you could be writing it back down. Try to buy on the tap if you can. Take a loss there. It held onto the 50. And you'd be waiting a little bit right there. So you can see how I had like maybe 3 good trades, 1 bad trade right there. Breaking above, you can try there. But you can see how you can just use the moving averages and do a lot of fun stuff with it. And it all started with this this golden cross here on the 1 second chart, right? So there's a lot of wacky stuff you can do if you just look at charts all day. And since I look at charts all day, I can see the patterns that crypto stocks and options usually take. That's one thing I think that full-time traders like me have an advantage over retail traders that are just hopping in the market. We're looking at charts all the freaking time, unfortunately, like all the time. And this is a second chart, so don't give it much weight, of course, but it is pretty fun to watch. But you can see a lot of these little algo movements in here. Most of these trades are algorithms trading right now. There are some people in here as well, and some whales. You can see when the whales kind of buy up a little bit more volume than other people. But my point is, like, if this falls down below this one, you would probably want to take a short position here or something like that, and then you'd only be selling it for a little bit and see what I mean. And you sell it right now. You don't even have to sell it there. You could sell it here, here, here. Doesn't matter, but you would have made a profit just from trading that right there to that right there. And then you don't have to worry about all this crap of it going up afterwards. You can do so much stuff if you just watch charts over and over and over again. And I've been looking at charts way too much. way too much. Hey, Dilly, nice to see you back, man. Mike, I'm sweating for the first time since May. Dude, it is pretty good. Well, remember, Dilly, I will remind you guys of this right here, because I know a lot of people are pretty scared of this at the moment. Let me get rid of the Fibonacci levels just for a second, as I kind of get my thoughts together on this one. There we go, okay. You guys have probably seen me see this for a while. Remember from this high over here back in September 7th to September 21st, we were down 25% in 2 weeks. People seem to forget about that, but we took a 25% drop a while back. Excuse me. And people were freaking out then too. Now, of course, we're at a higher number. Bitcoin is much higher than it was. So, excuse me, guys, I'm drinking too much tea, but I like tea. There we go. Plus, it's highly caffeinated. If we end up falling down to the trend line somewhere around here in the next few days, that's about a 25% drop. Okay. So we could end up coming all the way back down to 50,000, 52,000. Again, we have tons of support levels before that happens. But I just want to remind you guys, everybody was freaking out during these dips as well. Then boom, went crypto afterwards. If we fall down below this trend line, that's when stuff gets freaky. If we break down below this one, that's where I'd be concerned, and I'd be selling some of my long positions to be buying back at lower prices down here. Okay? But for now, I'm still happy with where we are at. It's still a nice upward trend. I'm not too concerned. If we break down below this white line, then I'd be concerned. But I mean, this is a while away. Yeah, bring back up the Fibonacci levels. There you go. Yeah, looking a little heavy here on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can break above the 5-minute here, though. Let's see. Hey, Doug, Voyager is about to debut their new debit card that lets you spend crypto just like a bank card. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to work. I think I just got an email about that this morning, I believe. So I want to see how that works out. Now, I don't want to spend crypto because I think it's like a valuable asset, but the fact that they have that available to use is like it's you can say revolutionary. It's like really important. Bitcoin, don't look so heavy here. Boost. So you can see this little bit of a pennant forming from the top of that second chart right here to this next one. You can see the line, but we just broke. Yeah, so you see how it looked a little heavy there. We were hoping there was a chance for a breakout, but it needed some volume before that would happen. And now you're seeing some death crosses here, which will signify we're going to come down a little bit more. And so you would have wanted to short here. You could have sold here when the first green candle, or you could have continued to hold. You're seeing a death cross here, which would signify maybe another big drop here. But normally, if you're playing it safe like I do, you get out a little bit earlier than you should. See. Hey, Swin. So if you guys ever want to trade Dogecoin, remember, right now it is, because it's slowly going down here just like everything else. Dogecoin is best for playing right now. It's best to buy it and wait for the pop, sell on the pop, and then rinse and repeat over and over and over again. There we go. You can do this, Bitcoin. You need some more volume here, but it can definitely try here. But yeah, be careful if you're hopping into Dogecoin right now. It is at support. It does have a chance of breaking down, so just be careful, guys. Hold on one second, guys. My mother's calling me. I'll keep my face on, but I'm just gonna mute my. Sorry about that. I gotta take my mom to dialysis at 10:30. She just wanted to ask me if I could, and of course I'm taking my mom to dialysis. So I'm gonna continue to stream for a while here. I will have the stream running on for a while, even past 10:30. So so what I'll do for you guys today is, when I have to take my mom to dialysis in about an hour or so, I will well, I'll probably, I'll leave here at 10:30. I'm gonna go pick her up, drop her off, come back here. The stream will still be on. You just won't see my face. You're probably hearing music. Then after I get back, I'll be back on talking with you guys. And then I'll probably have to pick her up again at 3:30 Pacific time, which is definitely a while away. But that's just to let you guys know I will be taking my mom to dialysis. So I will be leaving in an hour for like 20 minutes, maybe max 20 minutes away from the computer. But that's just to let you guys know, because I'm not gonna take my mom to dialysis over talking to you guys on YouTube, unfortunately. Hey, Doodle Doo, I'll definitely look at the Discord after this stream's over. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, ouch, Coinbase showing 56,800. Yeah, you're seeing Coinbase people panic. Remember, Coinbase is full of new traders that are going to be paper trading. But at least Coinbase is still working right now, guys. You might see apps like Voyager and Coinbase, if we do have a big drop, freak out a little bit. But at least we're trying to hold, guys. We're trying to hold. It was actually nice to see this big boom here. Normally, we don't see those types of booms on these types of downward moves. There we go. Back up close to the Fibonacci level right there. Try to break out above this line right here. Something was on my mind. Somebody said something here a couple seconds ago. Actually, hold on. Let me check my Voyager account and just make sure I can even log in. Yeah, it's still working okay for now. Wow, DOT's down 18%. Link is down 25%. These are some sweet discounts. FTM is down 30% in a week. Man. One day. Yeah, these are some nice discounts. Okay. Hey, now you made me chuckle. Old-time trader like you are. You're only 27, sir. I'm much older, so old-time trader would be me. Yeah, I've seen some stuff happen in the markets. That's I've what do you call it? What is that term? I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. I think that's what it is with the Allstate, or I don't know what commercial it is. Well, we had a little bit of a pump to get us back above the Fibonacci level, though. That's a good sign, guys. This is a good sign for us. Again. This is why, remember I told you guys this could just be a nasty wick here. This is what the nasty wick would look like. We still want to close above this. We still have 6.5 hours of dealing with this crap. So I'll be here for most of the day to kind of walk you through what's going on. Fibonacci level right there. There we are. Okay. And I think you guys know this is Bitcoin. So what I'm actually going to do very fast here is I'm going to settings. No, appearance. I hate going through this stuff. No. Where the heck is this one? Indicator values, no. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. I did it yesterday. You can take off the Bitcoin USD marker there, but it's not too big of a thing to deal at the moment. See, hey, so hi, Mom. Hey, Harris, my stomach hurts looking at SHIB. I told you guys for the last few weeks that I'm not even hopping back in SHIB because it looked pretty bad. But I know some people hopped in there. The only time you wanted to hop in there was it was first testing out that 20-day moving average. That was an okay time to buy, but besides that. But I remember I bought my SHIB all the way back in July, so when it hit those all-time highs and went crazy, I was like, I'm out of it. I took my profits. And remember, if any of you guys are new to this channel, we have some high net worth individuals that trade in here. They've just kind of found this place as a good home. But usually, not always, they'll pretty much tell us when some big things are about to happen. And not always, but we knew when she was about to be shorted before it went down. So, you know, it does help out in some circumstances. Let's see. Hey, Serban, you did a short. You could definitely do a short position here. Just be very careful about by having a stop loss on it. Make sure you have a stop loss in case it doesn't work out and we start spiking back up for whatever reason. Bitcoin does look like it wants to come down, but remember, we still have the 6 hours left before this candle closes here. So if you're looking to do, if you're looking more for a day trade, yeah, you can have some fun with it. If you're looking more for a swing trade, wait until that daily candle closes in about 6.5 hours. Excuse me. Hey, Tamok, meanwhile, deaf people lip reading what Michael is saying. No, when my mom called, all I told her was, like, she said, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. And I'm like, I'm currently streaming. And she's like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, don't worry about it. What can I, what do you need? And then she was like, can you take me to dialysis? And then I asked like what time, and she said 9:30. I thought, and I was like 9:30 is like now for me. And I was like, oh, okay, well I can do it, but I wish I had some like heads up. And then she's like, oh no, 10:30, and I was like, oh okay, it's fine. And then I told her just to make sure she has everything ready, and I can take her on over. And I told her I'd pick up right at 3:30, and I told her to call me when they're unplugging her from the machines. That way I can get there in like a good time and don't have to wait too long, because I know I'm probably going to be streaming for most of the day today. And then I might bring my mom back here, and she could just stay in my movie room and watch movies, or I'll take her back to her place, depending on what she wants to do. Because sometimes she's really weak after dialysis. See what's going on here. Hey Tums, what do you think about keep touching the 50 DMA in one day? I think it's okay. Like guys, I'm not too concerned about where we are right now. The big thing is what happens in about 6.5 hours when this daily candle closes. Remember, I mean, I guess new people keep on coming into the stream every few seconds. I know that, but basically what's happening, guys, is we're on the daily candle, we're testing out this Fibonacci level. We're going to try to close above it. The daily candle does not close for another 6.5 hours. That's why I told you guys a while ago, over the last few hours, hey, we could just be in a pretty nasty looking wick, but if we can manage to hold, that'd be a good sign right here. So this is still like it's not too much of a buying. It's still a buying zone here, but if you guys are buying at these levels, you're only going to be taking small positions. And then if it manages to hold here and starts to bounce back up over the next few days, then you might be able to double down on them. But right now, it's pretty much a hold and wait mode, which is what is so scary. Most people are going to be selling off the crypto now. Most people are going to be selling off some of the crypto. I've been stopped out of some of my positions. I probably have some limit orders that have triggered, now that I think about it here, since we've done about 10% on certain plays. But I have some limit orders in case we do go down a considerable amount set up. So right now I'm kind of fishing with all of my limit orders down below the current prices for the most part, or about these current prices. And so if the market does end up taking pretty much a dip on Bitcoin, what I'm going to be doing is selling off some of those coins as they come back up for short-term trades. Short-term trades, 1 to 3% profit. And remember, how do I do this? Let me go over here. Let's see. And I can keep track of all the new people coming in here, like pretty accurately. There's like 30 people a minute showing up right now. So I understand that there's a lot of concern in the market. Again, there's 30 people joining the stream every minute. They're looking to see if they like me. Most don't, apparently. And then they're moving on. But most people are probably getting this message somewhere on YouTube or something like that. So it's okay, guys. Relax. We're in a little bit of a pickle, but we're trying to fight back. And so far, you guys are seeing, hide the second chart here because I know it's could be a little bit scary. So far, we're battling back above the Fibonacci level at a pretty decent pace. We're going back above the 20 here. Why is the 20 so freaking why does the 20 look so discolored? Hold on. Usually I have this 20 as a different color, a little bit brighter of a green. There you go. Here we are. So I can see everything going on. It seems like people are not as worried as they were a few seconds ago. Usually the scarier Bitcoin looks, the more traffic comes into the channel. But I like being able to see how many people are kind of hopping in here. There we go. Hey, FYI, Apple is flying. That is good. Remember, guys, Apple just broke out here. So if you guys bought some options on it, you should be looking okay. I bought a few options on it, not much, only because the overall market was down and I was afraid that that market was going to move it down. So I was, of course, a little bit more hesitant. But if we take a quick peek here, sorry to take a break from Bitcoin, but you still have the second chart here. Broke out yesterday, good opportunity to buy, still surging right now, so Apple is still a good play. I'd be careful about chasing it right now because it's heading for the support level right here, so this means I'd actually be scaling out of some of my Apple calls. But if you looked at the Apple calls right now, they'd be up over like 50, 60% of the moment, which is fantastic because it's currently up about $3. Apple is an amazing play for the last couple of days. So for those of you guys that caught it with us, congrats. If you guys didn't catch it, I'd be more hesitant about buying in right now because you are seeing this overall trend for Apple. We're getting up to that high point where this is going to be time to buy puts on Apple. So it might come up a little bit more. It can definitely, if it breaks it above this level here at about 157, but be careful about Apple for the next few days if it does end up coming here, because usually it doesn't just break out like that. Normally it'll come back down and do its own little thing here, create a new pennant, and we'll wait for that when it happens. But yeah, Apple, oh yeah, beautiful. As I'm jamming out to Don't Love Me Because I'm Beautiful on my headphones. There we are. Hey, Saul, the world is not ending. Relax. Yeah, guys, the world is not ending. Hey, look. Remember, guys, I stream almost every single day, and I've seen the market go up and down quite a bit. And on top of that, just back in September, the Bitcoin went down 25% in 2 weeks. We're not even anywhere close to that. That felt like the world was ending. Back in May, when we had the big old crash, that felt like the world was ending. This is just a 4% drop on Bitcoin. Just a 4% drop on Bitcoin. Hey, Prasad, yeah, I'm from the U.S. I live in Washington State. Pretty expensive place to live, but I like it. Let's see. Hey, Lodi, I don't really do options Apple, but I'm investing on it. Hey, there you go. That's good. If you can just practice doing consistent trades on those big tech stocks, you're going to be looking just fine. You're going to be looking just fine. Skip this song, whatever that is. Hey, Lodi Devs, the best time to be buying in right now? Yeah, right now is still a good time to be buying in, guys. I mean, right now, I don't know. Oops, I'm sorry, boy. I'm so sorry. Most people are always looking for buying opportunities, and they don't want to. They try to buy high and to sell higher. When in reality, you want to buy low and sell high. But you know, people have their own strategy for trading. Hey, boy, what you doing? Ow. Hey, at least you scratched an itch. Hey, Can Adventure Seeds. Juicy discounts, but nothing compared to May. Oh my gosh, I loaded up in May. It was fun. I loaded up in May. That's why I have so many good long positions right now. That's one of the reasons I'm not too concerned right here. But, hey, Michael. So did anything major happen today, or is it just pure manipulation of weak hands again? It's a mix of that. But remember, this all started because over here in America, this is one of the many factors that led to us having this downward movement from the last few days. Remember, we had the H here. Sorry to get away from Bitcoin for a second, but this is somewhat important. Let me go to my bookmarks. This is how much of a nerd I am when it comes to crypto. So this is the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Biden previously signed this, and this is what was used as one of the catalysts to bring Bitcoin down over the past few days. So if you guys want to see what this is, you can just go to congress.gov. From here, you're going to look up HR 3684. This is that big infrastructure bill that we've been talking about for the past few weeks. There is a few crypto things in here that were not so good. They don't affect the market right away, but it was enough of a, oh my God, what just happened here? Well, people started to freak out a little bit. So if you wanted to go here, congress.gov, look up the bill HR 3684. You're going to hit Control F. Now I can search for whatever wording I want to within this website. They don't call it cryptocurrencies. They don't call it Bitcoin, whatever, crypto, anything like that. They call crypto digital assets. Digital assets. So I'm going to type it in right there, or I'll type in digital asset actually. Hit enter. You see the first time it's mentioned right here is in the table of contents in section 8603, information reporting for brokers and digital assets. This doesn't really affect most people. It affects the brokers right here. Now let's go down. Now you can see the section where they talk about it quite a bit. This is all they talk about crypto, but they did slip this in here. And this is what's, a little bit confusing to people. Now, any person for who consideration is responsible for a digital asset on behalf of another person, that's what a broker is. They're just kind of defining what this broker is. That way, they're giving instructions to the different bureaucracies about how to move forward with this interpretation of the law. Let's see where here. Return requirement for certain transfers of digital assets not otherwise subject to reporting any broker with respect to any transfer which is not part of the sale exchange executed by broker during a calendar year of recovered security which is digital asset from an account maintained by such broker to an account which is not maintained by, okay, main point is I'm not going to read all this out here. Brokers are going to have to find a way to get all their information about the wallets and be able to send that to the government to be reviewed, and so they can keep track of it, know who to tax and whatnot. But it's just so much data, and you understand that there's so many wallets out there that it's just going to be so hard for these exchanges to be able to find, like, see everything, all the brokers to be able to do this and give the money, let Congress know what's going on. And if you guys know, there's a lot of whales out there, a lot of people, they go directly to the miners, and sometimes in that direct process, there's a middleman, and that middleman is the person that talks to the wealthy individual, and that talks to the mining firm and whoever. And when that happens, the miner and the person buying it never meet each other. They have no idea who the other person is. So how are you going to tax that person if you have no idea? Congress made a law without actually thinking about what it does, and they have no idea what they're doing. And that freak out moment there in the bill is was causing a little bit of chaos in the markets. It's unfortunate. You can't really expect a lot of good things coming from Congress anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. But that was one of the things that kind of led to this little bit of a downturn. We're going to the changes don't take effect for a while here, like years. But the fact that they wrote that law without understanding what exactly that's going to do, it shows that the government might not know anything about crypto, unfortunately. Like, I have no idea what they were thinking. But, you know, we'll see how this works out. Let's see. But that's why, guys. The big thing was the big thing that happened was I'll go a little scratching here. The big thing that happened was that law being passed into that bill being passed into law. That's the better way to say it. And again, if you guys want to see it yourself, Congress.gov. See, I know you guys might see the cursor here. Look at this cursor. In order to get to where we're going, look where the cursor is now. We're scrolling through all this. And you're just looking for a flash of yellow. You can easily just push the up and down buttons here on this little tab right here. But and you see how there's like a little strip right here? You just go to the strip and it's right down here. So I know it's down there. See, keep on going through all these pages. And there you go. Sorry. That's how much text there is here. But this is the bill we're talking about right here. This is the bill. So if you guys want to take a peek at it, you can. It's a lot of legalese. You guys might not understand it. So, you know, take it out at your own risk. Hey, for the last hour, you do see some things are rebounding up here a little bit. That's nice to see. Probably because it was a pretty bad last hour. So we do have a little bit of green coming in here to the market. There we go. Hey, Sly, that's just going to delay Robinhood wallets even more. Well, remember, guys, Robinhood is in some trouble financially. Their earnings have not been that good. If you look at the Robinhood stock itself, now that they actually are required to give out their earnings. See, didn't I tell you guys over the last few days Robinhood's going to hit all-time lows? And there it is, all-time lows for Robinhood. So they're falling, they're crashing. They're down 6% today. Not the best look. Doggo, hey, you know not to be up here. Yeah, you can suckle me all you want to, but it doesn't mean I'm going to play with you just yet. I'll play with you in a little bit. So this is what you're seeing right now, guys. This is what you're seeing. Robinhood's coming down, and the reason Robinhood is coming down is they just don't have a good revenue source at the moment. What's been helping them with earnings over the past few months, past few quarters here, is we had the big GameStop thing. We had the big AMC runs. All the meme stocks that were running, that made them a lot of money because they were able to sell all of that order flow. And then on top of that, we had all the moves with Dogecoin and altcoins they were able to take a lot of money off of as well. We haven't had anything crazy like that in big altcoin season, so they haven't been able to make a lot of money. And so that shows up on their quarterly earnings reports. And so, you know, it's just caused them a little bit of trouble. I'm still waiting to see if Robinhood wallets are really going to be free or if they're going to charge you for it, because they desperately need cash flow and they can't keep going on this way. Now that they're beholden to their shareholders, people are going to say, hey, Robinhood is not that good of a stock to be holding. I can just go over to Coinbase. They're making constant profits because they charge fees like everybody else. Fees. There is a problem with the free app, guys, which is why they charge. If you guys go to Robinhood, you guys will see that they have Robinhood Gold. But if you go to TD Ameritrade, all the information on Robinhood Gold is 100% free. Ow, you little long claws. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'm just gonna pet my dog's butt for a little bit. So that's what's So I'm really wondering if Robinhood is gonna make free wallets or not. I'm really questioning it. They could try to go down that free model, but man, is it a pain. When you go with Robinhood, you go with something like a free app. Even though free platforms are overall pretty good, you just see that their support is really bad. Their backend isn't as nice as you would expect it to be, and Robinhood's website is not very good as well. But so far, the good news is Bitcoin looks like it wants to come up here a little bit here. Let's see if it manages to hold. We're back above the Fibonacci level. Now we can use this Fibonacci level as its level of support again. Don't be biting me. I need to wear gloves or something for you. Rawr. Let's see. Hey, Doodle, Biden. Yeah, unfortunately, you can blame Biden for part of this. Yeah, you can. I'm not too political, though. I'm not. I love politics because I have a political science minor, but I usually don't, on the stream, I don't get too heavily invested into politics because people's bad sides can come out real bad. Hey, don't bite my hand. Hey. Hey, Ahmed. Hey, nice to see you back, Ahmed. This is when you guys should be buying and selling when it gets back up into a rinse and repeat. Hey. No. You know not to do that. You know. You just want to play. I know, but that doesn't give you an excuse to bite me. Let's see. Hey, Saul, so in other words, they sign a law to create FUD, and after they will change it to be more clearly? Yeah, exactly. Well, see. Hey. No. Put my hand all the way up here so he can't bite it now. Yeah, well, remember, have you guys ever seen Congress talk to the tech companies? Congress is usually full of older people, especially in the Senate, that don't really know anything about the modern technologies that we see in the world. And because of that, they have no idea how to write bills dude, you are, you're going to be put in the kennel. I don't want to do that. You better behave. You want to go use the bathroom or something? He just has pent up energy. Maybe at 10:30 when I go take my mom out, maybe I'll just take him to the dog park and I'll take him out for the day. And I'll see you guys a little bit afterwards, since we're trying to hold. And I'll come back as the daily candle's ending. But I'll keep this stream up for you guys just to make sure you guys are, you guys can see what's going on in the Fibonacci levels. Dude, you are. Why are you hitting yourself with your paw? All right. Hey, Ahmed, Loki doesn't want to leave me alone. Yeah, like, here, hold on. Hey, he's just so nippy. I don't know what's gone into him. He gets really jealous when I'm streaming. So, like, here. Oh, now every time I bring the camera around, he hides. I don't think he likes the camera. Oh, snapper. There you go. Yeah, and crypto is cheap. That is good here as well. Let's see. Hey, Can Ventures, the retractment will help extend the bull market. Not all drops bad. Exactly. And I want to remind you guys, Bitcoin fell 25% back in September, and people freaked out. But of course, it was fine after that. Now we're heading back to the Fibonacci level all over again. Let's see if we can hold support or not. Hey, LaPush. LOL, Mike, it's like you have a child. Heck, ask Ahmed. He has a crazy kid, kid too, doing everything. Ahmed, he's having fun. Oh my gosh. Like here, I'll show you. He always ducks when he sees the camera. Look at this all nippy. He never bites me except for when I'm on the stream. He just does not like it. But he has a little chew toy, you see? It's a little squeaker. I'm hoping that'll keep him busy for the next few minutes. There we are. Oh, now that I moved the camera back up, now he's fine with me trying to bite me again. There we are. Hey, I mean, yes, I do have a crazy kid. See, exactly. Oh man, at least one day you get to send them off to school. I think my grandparents got so tired of their puppy. They have a Shih Tzu. They send them off to daycare once a week, so they don't have a. They have a day without the dog, and I'm like, I can never do that to my dog. I'd feel so guilty sending him off to daycare. Although on his first day of daycare, I'd be like, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, Loki. Have a nice little like. He'd be so sad though, but he'd be playing with other dogs. Hey Mooney, yeah, he does the camera. I know. I don't know why he doesn't like the camera. I mean, right now he's laying down underneath the desk and playing around with his toy, so I'm happy with that one. He may. What I can do is I can get a rope. I have a couple ropes from him, and I can just let him bite it, and then he could play from around. But I gotta be careful because like when he loses his grip on the rope, he'll keep on biting higher and higher up the rope. And he's never bitten me too hard before. The only time he bit me really hard was when he had a piece of wood that he likes to bite wood outside. He had a piece of wood stuck in between his teeth. So you know how you have that riblet of teeth down there? It got stuck, shoved up there. So I had to put my finger in his mouth and like kind of get it out like that. And so I had to like hold his mouth open a little bit. He tried to chew my finger off when that happened until I gave him a kiss. And when I gave him a kiss, he tried to lick my nose. And that was enough of the opening for me to go whoop, and get that piece of wood out. Because otherwise he's just like freaking out because he has a piece of wood stuck in his mouth. He does it all the time though. So now I'm used to it. But that first time he was not having fun at all with it. See. Hey, bro, I'm very, very shy. Hey, I'm in next year's school. I can't wait. Oh, exactly. There you go. Oh my God, so much more time for learning how to trade. So many more opportunities to short. Hey, he and jealous little stinker daddy play with me. For real, he's definitely needs some playtime. What I'll probably do, guys, I'll hang out with you guys until about 10:20, 10:30. Probably 10:20 so I can get to my mom's house at 10:30-ish. And then from there, I'm going to take my mom to dialysis. I will keep this stream on for you guys. Maybe I'll reset it when I get back. Let me see what's going on here. 10 a.m. Let me see. Start streaming on this one here. There we go. And so I did start the other stream up too. And then I'm gonna take him to the dog park for a little bit. I want him to get all the energy out. He went to the dog park yesterday. He slept for the rest of the afternoon. He was perfectly fine. He just saw me sit up and all of a sudden he's like, I want to play. You just have energy. I know, boy. I know. Yeah, you're sure a good boy. You're a very good boy, aren't you? A very, very good boy. Oh, yes, sure. Yes, sure. Yeah, I'll probably take him to the dog park. I want him to have a little bit of fun, and I can't overwork myself. Who knows how many hours I've been streaming this week, but it's been quite a bit. Hey, Ken Venture Seeds, Ethereum over 4K and folks freaking out. What is this? Remember, here, let me show you this very fast. So there are a lot of people like me and a lot of my viewers that have been here for a while now. We loaded up down here. We've been buying over here. We've been taking the positions over here. But we bought a lot of longs over here. What you're seeing with the people that are panicking right now, they might have bought over here and just sold right here, or bought over here and sold over here. But what they're doing is they're trying to find another opportunity to buy over and over and over again. And they're trying to buy long, but whenever they do so, they hit a little bit of a snag in the market and they kind of freak out a little bit because they're not looking to hold for a long term. They're trying to do more of these day trades and swing trades that we talk about, which are much higher risk than if you just buy and hold. Like if you buy Bitcoin right now and hold, like you don't want to buy Bitcoin right now, but like a little bit later, you'll definitely be looking at some decent profits down the road. But for now, you're gonna be in a little bit of pain. But there are plenty of opportunities to buy. Like your sell signal for Bitcoin over the past few months. Your sell signal was actually all the way back in October 22nd, and then you would have wanted to wait a little bit to see what happens. You could have had a buy indicator right here about. That would have been a false one, so you might have lost a little bit of money though. The next opportunity to buy was more from this trend line right here. Dude, magnets, get out of here. Right there, see that pop? That was another opportunity to buy right there. You could have bought here, sold somewhere here. But you see how like after that move is done, you would have wanted to sell right here on this breakdown. And that's when the end of that play was. And now we're coming down a little bit more. We had another opportunity to sell right down here. this breakdown, which we were talking about, that was your last opportunity to sell. And now, right now, you're just in a waiting pattern for another breakout. But again, people want to trade more than the market allows them to. So there was only a few good buying opportunities for Bitcoin over the past few months that I think are like worth buying at for some really good gains. But because of that, you know, people try to buy here for this little swing. They try to guess to see what's going on here. In reality, it takes a while for these nice breakouts to happen. But when they happen, you make some good money. So it's a mindset thing. New traders take some time to learn this information, but once they do, I think it opens up their mind to the fact that they may be trading a little bit too much. And when they realize they're trading a little bit too much, then they take a breath, they take a little bit more time, they relax. Once they relax, they say, okay, well, maybe I'll look to buy back down here. I can be patient and wait this out. People are usually always looking to buy in. They're always looking for a reason to buy, when in fact, sometimes the market doesn't have a reason to buy. You know, the market gave you a reason to short right here. I guess that's true, but that would be opening a short position, not really buying in here. It gave you a lot of opportunities to short as well, but you guys get my point. You guys get what I'm trying to say over here. I'm just kind of stuttering as I say it. The same thing happens with the stock markets, though, right? Remember Apple? Oh, nope, not AAPL. There we go. So this is another Apple chart here. So let's go here for Apple very quick. I know we'll get back to crypto in a second. Oops, wrong thing. So let's just go back here. This is after COVID, back in September. Here's first breakout. There was a chance for it to break out here, but it didn't work out. You can see it failed. People would have probably lost some money on that trade. It's okay. You can take losses. There was that pennant for Apple. Could have bought here, wrote it up for some gains. You probably would have sold, if you had options, you probably would have sold around here, honestly, in case you got some options that had a late expiry. But if you bought just the stock, you could have held up here or even here. Most people probably would have sold over here just because of the resistance level from here to here. The next opportunity for Apple, let me stretch this out a little bit so you guys can see, was right here. This one was much easier to see. And I would not have traded Apple throughout this entire time, maybe to buy some on the support level down here. But look at, you waited long enough, you have a good breakout opportunity. You wait long enough, you have a good breakout opportunity. You just have to wait. And waiting is the thing that sucks, because while you're waiting, you're not making money. Unless, of course, what I recommend is you also have some long positions there for you. And so overall, you can always go look at those long positions. And if you bought them back at 28,000, 30,000, even 35, 40,000 with us, you would just see that, hey, there's all my green right there. I'm looking pretty happy with the overall way my crypto has been performing this year. And then you could play the swings as they happen. But you really have to be patient, and patience sucks. You know, remember, as a YouTuber, I see the analytics for everybody that watches my channel. I see it all. I see it all. And so I know that most of you guys probably only watch my streams for just maybe like up to maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And then you watch my how do I say this? The people that do better are the people that are going to be watching the stream for like 15, 20 minutes instead of just 5 to 10 minutes, because it affects your attention span and how and that translates over into how you guys are as traders. Some people just want to be, they want to do something. They don't want to wait. They don't want to be patient. I understand patience sucks. I understand that, but you need it if you want to survive in the markets. And that's how I've been able to do pretty well in the markets. Hopefully that helped out some of you guys that haven't been trading as long. There are times where you just wait. I know some people have been asking me a lot about buying and selling today. This is definitely an okay time to buy if you wanted to, but again, you'd only be putting a small position down and not heavy. But for the most part, you just want to be waiting right now for another breakout opportunity, which could happen in the next few days or about a week or two. Hey, oh yeah, I hope they can get back in at $53,000, $54,000. That'd be a nice play for the whales to come up. Hey, Ewok, if you want to learn how moving averages work, I would go over to Investopedia and type in moving average. It'll give you a full example of how they work. I can only show you how to put them on here right now just because of the way the stream's kind of working out. But go to Investopedia.com, type in moving average, and it even has a little educational video that tells you exactly how to use them and what they're used for. Most people are going to be using them for support levels and resistance levels, but you can also use them for bullish insights, whether they're like death crosses, golden crosses, and stuff like that. Hey Ken, Doge can definitely pop up towards the end of December or mid-December here. It's okay if you want to sell out of Doge and move your money somewhere else. Doge has been pretty disappointing this year after that big run up we had earlier in the year. So people, you can definitely sell out if you want to. If you don't want to wait for it, you can definitely do that one. Don't feel bad about it. Yeah, trade how you want to, but when nobody knows for sure if it's actually going to pop up and do anything parabolic before the end of the year. I'm just being patient with mine. I'm treating it as more of a long-term position at the moment. I'm waiting to see if it goes up much higher. There we go. At least for now, we're trying to bounce off the 20 moving average on the 5 here. Let's see. Hey, Roko. Okay, doing so now. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, guys. Happy to help you out. Let's see what this is going at the moment. There we go. Okay. Hey, Ken. Thanks for subscribing, my man. I appreciate it quite a bit. I appreciate it a lot. Let me see what's going on here. Oops, bad on my part. There we are. And I need to do one thing over here. There we go. All right. And sure it's okay. All right. I think we'll be okay. All right, everybody. I'm actually going to end this stream right now. And what should I do? Do you guys want me to keep this stream on, or do you guys want to watch the other stream? It's up to you guys. I'm going to get ready to take my mom to dialysis. The other stream only has like... low battery, please recharge headset. I got to do that too. You guys can watch this one or stay on this one. I'll probably just keep this one up though. But I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna take a break. My voice is getting kind of tired. And at the moment, nothing crazy is happening. If something crazy does happen later on, I will definitely hop on here. But I'm gonna take a little bit of a break right now. It seems like views are going down as well, so it shouldn't be too bad of a thing to see right here. Hey, Rook, I'd be careful with SHIB right now. You could look to probably buy SHIB sometime later on this week if Bitcoin does take this little bit of a dip. It'd be an okay price, but you know, I'd be looking for SHIB maybe a little bit further down than what it is now. All right, guys. Keep please. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. SK. All right. All right. Ethereum is breaking down. CA. Ethereum is breaking down. Just that's what I'm gonna tell you right there. Okay. Let me see. How's this stream? What I'll do is I'll move you guys over here and I'll reset this stream because I want you guys to actually know when I'm talking. So I'll end this stream. You guys will be able to see what's going on here on the other stream here. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask each other there as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hop on here because I pay for a server in Canada, and I'll adjust this Fibonacci level to come down a little bit so you guys can see what's going on here and help you guys out. Okay. So everybody, I will see you guys in just a little bit of time. I'm gonna take the dog to the dog park to get him a little bit, get his excess energy out of the way, and then I'll see you guys if Bitcoin starts doing a little bit of crazy stuff. But I expect to be streaming for at least like 7 to 10 hours today, so you guys will most likely see me through most of this day. Thanks, everybody.